Hey plant fam, welcome back to the channel. With the cooler months coming in, it's the perfect time to talk about how to get your houseplants ready for fall. As the season changes, plants need a little extra attention to stay healthy and happy. So, grab your favorite mug of tea and let's jump into some fall plant care tips that might not be the first things you hear about elsewhere. First up, let's chat about watering. I know it's easy to get stuck in the routine of watering your plants on the same schedule year-round, but in the fall, things change a bit. As the temps drop, your plants slow down. They're not growing as fast, so they don't need as much water. But here's the thing a lot of people don't mention. Overwatering in the fall is actually more common than underwatering. With lower humidity in the air and cooler temperatures, your plants are taking in water slower, and that excess moisture can lead to root rot. So, how do you avoid that? Just check the top inch of the soil. If it's dry, it's time to water, but if it's still moist, wait a couple of days. Now, let's talk about light. Fall is when the daylight hours start to shorten, and your plants will definitely notice. They'll be craving as much natural light as they can get. If you've got plants that love the sun, you might want to think about moving them closer to windows or even rotating them to catch that light from different angles. Something a lot of people forget: clean your windows. Dust or grime can block light, and your plants will thank you for letting that sunshine in. Speaking of light, this is a perfect time to think about artificial lighting. If you've got plants that are a bit more light hungry, you can consider getting a grow light. But a little tip: you don't need the expensive ones that look like they belong in a science lab. A basic LED grow light can do wonders and really helps keep your plants happy when the sun's not out as much. All right, the next thing to think about is temperature. When the weather gets cooler, plants often go into a sort of dormancy mode. But this doesn't mean you should be throwing your plants in some cold, drafty corner. No way. Keep them away from windows that get too cold and avoid places with hot drafts, like right next to a heater or under an air vent. Consistency is key. Try to keep them in a spot with a steady temperature, ideally between 60 and 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And hey, if you're dealing with really dry air, it might be time to give your plants a little extra humidity. This could mean getting a humidifier, or you can even do the old pebble tray trick. Just place some pebbles in a shallow tray, add water, and set your plants on top. As the water evaporates, it gives your plants a nice little moisture boost. One last thing, don't forget to keep an eye on your plants' leaves. Fall is when you might start seeing some yellowing or dropping leaves, especially if your plants are adjusting to new conditions. This can be totally normal, but if it's happening to a plant that's usually pretty low maintenance, you might want to check for pests. Cooler months often bring little critters like spider mites or aphids, so give your plants a quick inspection now and then. And that's it. Fall plant care isn't too scary once you know the basics. Adjusting your watering routine, making sure they're getting enough light, and keeping them cozy and humidity-friendly will help your plants thrive all season long. So, if you like these tips, give this video a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more fun plant care content. Also, be sure to check out our website at www.houseplantjoy.com for even more plant care resources and tips. Catch you in the next one.